A big welcome to the Huntsman Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. Yes, day one of the Utah Jazz Summer League. It continues tonight on NBA TV, K-Jazz, and 1280 The Zone. The hometown Jazz taking on the San Antonio Spurs. Here's the lineups tonight. We start with San Antonio with Forbes, Murray, Boston Game, Bertans, and Whittington. And Dante Exum will start at the point. Mitchell at the... Dante skips it into the front court, hands it off to Ballenboy. He had moments last year. Wallace, a good defender, and skips that one in with a hot two. Rebound Wallace. Keep an eye on Wallace. He wears 31. He's a shifty guy, known for his defense. There you go. Corner three. And what's amazing, David and Booner, we saw him hit a crossover between the legs three straight away in practice a couple of days ago.
We're off the move, that like the way Ron was talking about in our first game, that we're really, really special for a player as young as he is.
Came from Indiana, right? With the trade.
Yes, he was part of the George Hill trade, yes.
Game, and then that sprained ankle again goes to Europe and ends up with the ACL injury. And we saw it last year after the All-Star break as Dante hits his second three. Does DeJounte Murray start for the Spurs next year? Tony Parker out, or they go back to the newly signed Patty Mills become their...
They're pondering themselves, David, but the money they gave Patty Mills, does that not equal starter minutes or not?
I don't know if it does, actually, Tony Parker, but his role is that energy off the bench. I'm not sure that they'll want to move that.
Murray, the 29th pick, taken back in 16.
It's just as long as he is, and a little bit shorter, I believe.
Dante pulls the trigger,
How
jumper
about that,
good.
David?
10 of the quarter, the contact. Strong move by Derek White, the rookie out of Colorado.
Great ball movement.
111 against another. Nice strong move up and in. Jefferson.
The G League.
Yeah, D-League, now it's the G League.
Huh? 42 games, 28 minutes.
Oh, blocked by Exum. Stockpiles them, and then all of a sudden appears out of nowhere.
I think we're seeing a lot of that in the league. Beautiful move.
I'm really curious to see White. His story's interesting, and I'm sure we'll get into it. He doesn't, watching him closely before the draft, scouting reports say, oh, and now it's whether or not they can do so many different things.
Yeah, I just talked about one of our own players, and Rudy Gobert.
Absolutely. Walker slips inside.
The game is played now. That's definitely not the case.
What is that post-up thing you speak of?
Ballenboy.
What's that? It's all set up. Gordon's was
Joe
a part
Ingles
of everything that's happened here in the last 6 or 7 years.
Well, if Joe Ingles is listening right now, he is going to kill you.
Yeah, I will, because of tonight.
I was depressed. It was Huertas of the Lakers and some other people that really helped him through that period of time and got him to like the game again. It's really a fabulous turnaround.
The rebound in a crowd, Ron Boone. Quickly transition to right, behind the back. Mitchell, yes!
Well, I tell you.
Good look by Whittington. Dante chased by Forbes. Makes the contact, ball's loose, it's up and in. Nice foul. Great example of just staying with it. Refuses to give up on the dream to play in the NBA. He's been around 4 years off and on. He's had to travel out and come back.
Out there, from what I read, was his offensive rebound.
Mitchell, contact in the bucket. Jazz looking pretty sharp, Ron, defensively as White gets away from Exum for two. Not far away from grabbing Defensive Player of the Year the way that he protected the rim this past year.
43 shots and 4 of 15 from the three-point line so far.
Utah's now missed 8 straight shots. That long miss, transition bucket, and you see that. Chris, and I'm going to leave that up to you to ask that question as well.
You know, that would be nice. That guys at the gym,
they want to know.
Come on, Gordon. Help me out, man.
Forbes.
It's a pretty nice move right there.
Yes, it is.
Spurs hanging around, 41-37. Dante, nice move. Finger rolls.
You got to get it done.
Dante working for the final shot of the half to pull the trigger deep. Looks good. Is! Fake!
Knockdown, catch and shoot guy. And so why is he in Summer League now? Because he's got to adapt to those next set of skills. And that
Ron kind of get into a hot streak. And I thought Bertans had a little early heat check there and just came up short. Inside Bradley, nice move, counted.
And helped me out there was offensive rebounds.
Absolutely fabulous. You watch his hands, they're really good.
Mitchell, talking about really good.
Plays a power game now. What can he add this season?
Great rebound, great breakaway. The pass, though, by Exum.
How to develop it at some point. Everything's been right hand, and the shot has been fabulous tonight, and that one didn't
Great
go.
rebound.
I like the rebound by Wright, who's had a nice finish, a 3.5-hour meeting today in San Diego, and a breakaway bucket. A pretty tough defensive and offensive scheme. San Antonio's the same way. But what we've seen tonight.
Plays, I think. And here's another steal. See what happens here, David.
Mitchell runs it up his chest. That's what he does.
Yeah.
In and out, tipped out, and pulled in by San Antonio.
Yeah.
Breakaway, Jean-Charles with 2.
Darren Collison has agreed to a 2-year deal with Indiana, and there's just been incredible point guard movement around the league. If free agency was going to be the point guards, when you have Kyle Lowry available and Chris Paul available.
Oh my!
Word is he's talking to Milwaukee. So the market for free agent point guards, there just were more point guards available.
And now on his way back, where I don't know. But I'm glad to see he was there for the pitch to Gordon Hayward. We see little blinds in the back.
Well,
What's that?
I think that plane was probably not the kind of airlines that I fly.
Oh. Spurs going cold, Jazz hustling. One giant step inside and the pass. Ball game tonight. Dante back to work. One hand. How about that? Reaches up, drop and a half. Down by 14.
Who's the Jazz point guard right now?
Does it matter?
Well, I think it's interesting because it's
Mitchell.
either Mitchell.
Kind of goes back to the conversation of you got to play multiple positions now in the NBA. And don't call him a point or a 2, just call him a guard. Nice shot, down it goes.
That he can get to the point where he might be able to demand more minutes. Then it's going to depend on who's getting the job done out there on the floor.
Anybody in the entire combine, which is why he was available when he was in the draft. But if you watch him enough, he's got a second jump. He'll go up once and then go up a second.
You keep those arms straight up, you miss it, you go back up with the arms straight up. I mean, you get a lot of offensive rebounds. You can see why.
Wednesday, Thursday, and then teams pack up and head down to Vegas with more hoop.
As you go get your fireworks.
Guess who walked in? Last time we saw him, he was sleeping on a jet. Now he's in the house. It's Ricky Rubio, Utah's newest point guard. Of course, played with Minnesota. How did that go? 3.5-hour meeting. Gil Miller there.
Oh, big mistake.
By Walker. Missed his. Forbes will pull the trigger. It's good for 3. Oh my! Griffin. That ball popped out like a New Year's Eve cork in a champagne bottle. Jean-Charles cherry picking on the other end. 12-80 the zone. 84-74, Utah by 10. They played well. Wallace on a kick out 3. Up and in. White, yeah, he does take the final shot of 3 off the rim, and this is done. The Jazz got off to a great start behind Dante Exum. They dominated from the three-point line. Actually, Booner, 10 of 26 tonight. Overall, a 48% shooting performance by the Jazz. And they were tough defensively. Held San Antonio to just 30% from the floor on 89 shots.
Yeah, I don't think San Antonio has some great shooters. I don't think they look very good. Jazz defense had a lot to do with that. Dante getting off to such a great start here in the ball game, and obviously Mitchell follows up with that. So I think right now the Jazz are definitely ahead of the San Antonio Spurs, in what they've been able to do here in a short period of time, in the 3 days of